Straight to Capitol Hill now. Congressman Jim Jordan apparently just lost a secret ballot among House Republicans over his future as the nominee for Speaker. 88 Republicans voted to support Jordan. 112 voted against him. So what happens next? Jay O'Brien and contributing correspondent Rachel Bate, both on Capitol Hill. All right, Jay, so he had already lost 3 votes. Then Republicans go behind closed doors. He loses the secret ballot. So is he now completely out of the picture?
Yeah, Rachel Scott and Rachel, our senior congressional correspondent, and I are told that this secret ballot was a means of essentially trying to gauge the support Jordan had amongst House Republicans after those 3 failed ballots, and the fact that Jordan picked up more no votes each time, right? On the first vote, he had 20. By the second, he had 22. By the third today, he had 25 Republicans voting against him. And then today, you said the results there in that secret ballot, 112 Republicans by secret ballot said that they did not want Jim Jordan to stay in the race as Speaker. Now, Jim Jordan has not yet emerged from that meeting. There are cameras on both of the doors to that room, so you can expect him to get questions from reporters of if he's actually dropping out of the race because of the results of that secret ballot or not. Every lawmaker who's walked out of that room and has been asked that question by me and others, I just ran upstairs here, has said, you've got to ask Jim Jordan that question. So we'll hear from him presumably moments from now, but certainly the House Republican Conference telling Jim Jordan they do not want him to continue as their Speaker designate, their candidate for Speaker.
All right, so Rachel, what do you see happening next? What are your sources telling you?
I mean, there's no viable path. Here's some text messages I just got from Republicans in the room. They don't have the confidence of him anymore. He has no path forward. And let's remember that last time lawmakers took a vote like this, where they, used a secret ballot that basically allowed them to stay anonymous to say whether or not they would support Jordan, 55 Republicans said they did not want to. He took the issue to the House floor, and only about 25 of them were, had the bravery to say it publicly on the record when their constituents were pressing them to back Jordan. But now he's up to 112. That's more than double what it was just a week ago. And this really shows how this pressure campaign has really blown back on Jordan. Sure, there are some members who didn't have the courage to vote against him on the floor when they were on record, but publicly in a secret ballot, a majority of the conference doesn't want him. And it's hard to see how there's any path for him anymore.
All right, so Rachel, you've also got some new reporting, I understand, on those 8 Republicans who originally voted to oust McCarthy. What's going on there?
Yeah, this was a bid to actually save Jordan, or try to save Jordan's speakership bid. A lot of the 8 Republicans who voted to oust McCarthy had written a letter saying that they were willing to accept some sort of punishment from their other colleagues if it meant Jordan would actually be Speaker. There were some moderate Republicans who said that any future Speaker, they want that person to punish these members who ousted McCarthy. So these guys who ousted McCarthy, a lot of them big fans of Jim Jordan, had come out and said they would accept losing committee positions, being kicked out of the Republican conference, which means that they couldn't actually go into these private closed-door meetings that they have on a weekly basis, in return for Jim Jordan becoming Speaker. Obviously, that's not going to be enough to move people because people are moving in the other direction.
Got it. All right, Jay, so where do we go from here?
Looks like, Kira, Jim Jordan's out. I mean, that's the reality. We already have heard from Republicans who have emerged from that meeting saying that they're considering bids for Speaker. At least 2 by my count, Kevin Hern is one of them, have told our colleagues in that hallway, that ugly hallway that you and I have seen so often where Republicans meet down the line from it, that they are jumping into the race for Speaker. Kevin McCarthy walked out of that room, told our colleague John Parkinson, quote, "Unfortunately, Jim is no longer going to be the nominee. We will have to go back to the drawing board." Back to the drawing board for House Republicans. Jim Jordan is out. They do not have the confidence in him amongst the House Republican Conference, and it looks like, according to our colleagues in the hallway who are asking these lawmakers as they're leaving, looks like they're going to come back next week, have a candidate for him at the beginning of next week, and this process starts all over again.
All right, it'll be interesting to see who indeed is listed in that candidate forum. Jay, Rachel, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.